Tomorrow is never promised. Tomorrow is never promised. So what do we do with today? For my mom, it was like writing a story. Each moment is a new sentence on the page, and by the end of each day, she had written a new chapter. And her goal, every day, was to make sure that when she tucked in for the night, she had written the most interesting chapter she could imagine. She never wanted her story to get dull. She didn't want the plot to go stale, and she was never content with, being content. She wanted her story to be full of life, full of adventure, and full of characters that would enrich the minds of anyone reading her tale. But what made my mom's story so special and so unique is that every chapter in her life had a different main character, and not once was that main character her. My mom lived her life as the narrator, heavily invested in every step of the journey, but always giving the spotlight to somebody else. I spoke with her nearly every day on the phone, and by the time our conversation had finished, I would know all about Tony's recent photo shoot, Leah's teaching, or Drew's school project, but unless I specifically asked her about it, I would have no clue how she had spent her day. It's not that she wanted to keep her personal life private, she just never thought about it. She lived to support me and my siblings, and no matter what we did, she was always going to be there to love and support us, and to do everything in her power to help our dreams come true. She never believed in the word no. The only time I ever really saw my mom upset was when someone had told her that she could not do something, or that something was not possible. My mom would fight to exhaust every possible known option, and if she still hadn't achieved her goal, she would invent some new approach and try again. One of her mantras was, "There's always a plan B, and if you don't know what it is, make it up." That single sentence would probably serve as a great subtitle for her life story. Anyone close to our family knows how things rarely, if ever, went according to plan in our household, but somehow my mom was always ready with a plan B to pick up the pieces. How many mothers do you know who would up and move to a new town and take a job they didn't even want, just so her kids could go to a better school? My mom did that 3 times in nearly as many years. She was possibly the most selfless person I have ever met, and probably one of the greatest problem solvers this world has ever known. There are so many things I wish I could say to my mom right now. I wish I could thank her for everything. I mean, this is my mom. She brought me into this world, and for the next 25 years, 3 months, and 9 days, she was the best friend I had. We had so many adventures together, whether we were driving across the country in a car with my siblings, or just the two of us wandering the canals of Venice at sunrise. I wish I could thank my mom for giving me such a wonderful life, and for making so many of my dreams come true. But even more than that, I want to thank her for inspiring me, and teaching me how to use that inspiration to live a full and meaningful life. I know life can never be perfect, and I know we are always going to be faced with struggles and loss, but my mom taught me that even when faced with challenges, we need to know that it is okay to grieve. It's okay to feel angry or confused. What matters is how we deal with those emotions and how we use them to better ourselves. We are all human, and there's something truly beautiful in each of our imperfections. I wish I could thank my mom for teaching me that life is not about achieving perfection. It's about living to the fullest potential. My mom passed away on January 26th, 2013. Her life was cut far too short, but everyone knows that she lived her life to the fullest potential. She was a beautiful woman who raised 4 children who all love her more than any of us can measure. And she had a husband who supported her through hardships that most of us can't even imagine. It is because of her that I am a part of this world, and it is in her memory that I will make every chapter in my life story as rich and meaningful as the example she set. Tomorrow is never promised, and today is a gift. Thank you, Mom, for giving me more than I could ever ask. And when we meet again, we will have lots of chapters to read together. I love you.